A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected. Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It will take only a small...
Earned victory this day. Force is meaningless without skill.
Mind may collapse. It will take only a spark of my
30
magic
seconds
to
until
end
minions
you.
spawn.
May collapse.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, good evening to all our viewers! I'm sorry I got in late from our Pro Gaming Series practice, but I'll be your company and shoutcaster for tonight. I am Garena Shoutcaster Shinbu, And I'll be shoutcasting this round 1 battle between TPA versus Yo FW for the Intel Extreme Masters 9 League of Legends qualifiers. Take note that you are watching the Intel Extreme Masters 9 qualifier for IEM Taipei. So I think that's the first time that we have IEM here in Taipei. So let's shoutcast this game. That's TPA Morning getting a lot of hits from the Blade Surge of Stick. So it's the top lane. So just a little talk here about TPA. We still have Chowie, but take note that coming from the League of Legends World Championships, we've heard news. The recent news about them is that their star AD carry, Bebe, I remember, Bebe, has retired from the rooster. I forgot what's his next move on the esports or what will be his next team. But to all our viewers out there, you could tell me what is Bebe's next team. So I'm sorry that we are not able to shoutcast the first game. Looking here into the scoreboard, there is Yo FW. I think FW means the Wolves. Okay, has scored the first game, won the first game. So if they got the second game here, they'll get to qualify for round 2. So there's Refrain getting that Sonic Wave onto Chowie, giving the Yo FW the first blood. Okay, so we're just early into the game. Looking here that Refrain getting on point, almost point blank initiate on his Sonic Wave, followed up by Resonating Strike, getting that under turret kill onto Chowie. Okay, so we're up here in the bottom lane. There's Yo FW, Neil and Swordart. Fornanel and Swordart with a Nami and Lucian combo. And of course, the long range. Oh, here, there's a fight coming in here as Winch tries to start off Refrain. Getting the skews hit, really painful. There's a war jump, and that will save Refrain. Okay, so TPA Morning doing some proxy farming up top. We are back in the bottom lane. There's TPA Lupin and TPA J. Going for that long range dominance for Corky as Jana builds for him. So we have Jay getting some big hits here from FWNR NL as Swordats secures their pressure. So looking into the gold lead, Yo FW has just entered the 10k gold mark. Okay, not much of a gold lead here as it's only a 500 gold advantage. But looking into the items, Irelia has now built her Hex Drinker. Okay, sorry. Is my mic okay? You could say in the Twitch chat if my mic is not okay. I think I'll put the. Just tell me if the mic sounds like if it's a bit too loud or anything. So there's a tornado coming from Jana, but that just puts some hits on here. There's the Frozen Tombs on TPA Morning, stopping Stick, initiating on him. Okay. So again, looking dominating here as he has that magic resist on her Hex Drinker against Lysandra. Okay, Cheantry, thank you so much. Now we have a fight breaking out here. There's a teleport coming from TPA. FWNL will go down. Lucian will go down. There's the ice coming on Swordart Nami, and that's the bottom duo of Yo FW going down. Okay, so guys, I request to all our viewers in the Twitch TV, please share our channel. This is twitch.tv/ESL Asia. We are streaming the IEM League of Legends Taipei qualifiers. This is round 1, battle between TPA and Yo FW. Now it seems TPA looking strong here as they have the 3-1 kill score in their advantage and securing them on almost 2k gold lead. But still, looking at that item, we'll see if they could snowball here. We're seeing 2 shins coming from Corky and Chowie here on Fizz. Okay. So we'll be seeing, I'm guessing that's Lich Bane from Chowie and of course Corky on his scar item Trinity 4. So looking at the replay here, there's Chowie putting on the Chum the Waters on Refrain, followed up by a leap from Refrain. Then there's a flash in and last trident hit from Chowie, securing him the kill. Okay, so looking at here at the minimap, we could see that there's been a lot of ward investments coming from the side of Yo FW. I think Yo FW, I've heard from them from a friend that they are a team known for practicing in Korea. So although they haven't they're not that much of a team that is known in Southeast Asia. They're known for really being good. I just don't know why they didn't make it to the qualifiers. Maybe you guys know. Okay. Alright, so we're back here in the bottom lane. Take note that only Refrain has that kill, that first blood kill on Chawi, and some of their members yet to get that kill. So there's a teleport coming in from Stick. 5 members. Actually, both teams collapsing here for a blue fight. Alright. Okay. So there's a smite getting on by Wins. There's Stick getting caught on 4 members of TPA. The culling going down. Very good monsoon by Jay, zoning out 2 members of Yo FW. Looping up front, Valkyrying in. That's 4 members of Yo FW going down.
Team triple kill.
TPA really going strong here as they really want to even out this battle. Take note that Yo FW has won the first game. So I forgot where did the first dragon came into, but definitely there is now a 4k gold advantage, a clear 4k gold advantage on TPA side against Yo FW. We will see the items now for the AD carry. Lucian got his BF sword, also that critical mantle. Then we have Corky completing up his Trinity Force. A lot of ward investment coming from TPA on the blue side of the jungle. That's a really working clash. I mean, Wins just outsmite, got the blue buff, giving the blue buff to TPA, then winning them the clash. I have to take note that Jace Monsoon was really on point, separating 2 members of Yo FW out of position. I think that's Nami and Lysandra. Also Stick really quickly going down as he tries to take on 4 members of TPA. So looking at here, we're seeing that there's just 1 kill on Fizz Packet. I don't know if he'll be able to snowball that, but take note that we have Lupin having 4 kills and is yet to have received his first death. So we go steady here up in the Summoner's Rift. Take note that they are not using the updated Summoner's Rift and instead the old Summoner's Rift. I think that's because they just prepared for the new map, and of course the updated Summoner's Rift is actually on beta test even for North American servers. So I think for official matches like the IEM series, it's not recommendable to have this one. So we have FWNL putting the calling down, getting a quick farm up in the top lane. There's 3 members of TPA going to take this inner turret here. Okay, I don't think Stick will have anything to do here. There is the Transcendent Blade coming from Stick, clearing out those waves, stopping the push of TPA. So to all of our watchers or viewers out there, you could just chat in all your insights. You could help me outcast this match. I mean, I haven't seen the first match yet. Yo FW has won the first match, so I cannot see that even with this 7-1 score in favor of TPA. I'll say that this is the game for TPA. Okay, so FW Maple getting a lot of damage there from Chawi. There's a teleport coming in. There is the Playful Trickster finishing him off as 2 members of TPA backs him up. Really on point teleport coming from, I think that's the Lysandra. Yes, from Lysandra. So TPA is out for blood. They are maximizing out the potential of this big composition. Lots of assassinates coming here. There's a frozen tube under turret. TPA Morning getting lots of turret hits, but managed to get out of range, and that is Stick going down in the top tower. So we are back in the mid lane as TPA bottom duo is planning to push here as Wins finishes off the tower up top. Okay guys, so again, shoutouts to all our viewers. I suggest you share this stream. This is twitch.tv/ESL Asia, and I am your shoutcaster. You're late, Shoutcaster. Green is Shoutcaster Shinbu. Okay? I apologize, guys. I just came in here. Really very bad commute in our country, okay? There's Shawi just putting some poke onto Sword Art. Shawi has used his playful trickster actually. I don't know why he's being aggressive here. Okay, so shall we go getting that early clock armor? I think just using this to not allow the Lucian to snowball against him, especially with the Lee Sin being the only one to able to catch him or make that gap close against him. Also, the mid laner of YoFW is a little bit behind, but he has his add-ons on here. And here we have TPA finishing off the second dragon. I think that's the second dragon in their pocket now. So we're seeing TPA rotating here up in the blue jungle. The middle turret really going low. Okay, so TPA making sure that Senat won't get that blue buff, and that blue buff will go to Chawi. It's amazing that I see Chawi using Fizz right now. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen much. I mean, I've seen a lot of TPA matches. Those not the regular ones, but those of the World Championships and the GPL finals. And we know Chawi is a famous AD player, AD mid player. He's actually considered during the season 3 as the best AD player in Southeast Asia. When I say AD player, that means a mid lane AD. Okay, so known for his Zed. Okay, or it's probably Westdoor. That's the best Zed player in Southeast Asia. Or maybe, guys, I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell which do you think is the best AD player or Zed player in Asia. Of course, like for you guys. Okay, so Chawi just scouting a little bit here. He's not spotted by the ward. Just waiting for FW. And no, there's Sam the Waters getting spotted out by the ward from TPA, followed through by a playful trickster and those buff up normal hits from TPA. Chawi will finish off FW, and now actually three members of YoFW are chasing Morninger. There's a bubble fighting him out. There's a frozen tube. Listen will go down. Morning still surviving this one up. TPA Lupin really going big here as the Hex Drinker of Irelia pokes up. Now Lupin flashes in. He wants more kill. There's one last hit coming. Only Nami just did one last hit, and that kill goes to Jay on the Zephyr. Okay, really antsy place coming from TPA Lupin here, taking advantage of their assassination potential. That will close the score into a 14-1. Oh my god, I don't know what happened in the first game, but TPA is just dominating right now. I mean, god, that is more than a 10k kill lead. That's 13-1 with more than 10k gold lead. Okay? And we are just nearing the 20-minute mark of this fight. I don't know how will TPA come how will YoFW come out of this. I mean, they have the early game potential coming from Lee Sin. That secures them the first blood. But looking at their carries right now, looking at the KDA of their carries right now, they are yet to receive their first kill, and their death scores are looking really gloomy here. Okay, so TPA Morning not wasting any time here. TPA being really aggressive. Now there's Shawi dashing into Refrain. There is a Sonic Wave on the creep, saving Refrain from three members of TPA. Now TPA has taken a lot of dominance here in the blue jungle camp, forcing YoFW to just try to defend the the inner turret here in the middle lane. So we'll see what can YoFW do here. They could capitalize in the aggression coming from TPA Lupin and also on Chawi, but take note that there is always a Janna making a big play of Monsoon. Now is that a flash coming from the Lucian? Okay, so Lupin getting caught by the bubble here, but again, the damage coming from TPA is just too much. That is Sarat going down, also the support. Shawi now on a rampage, pushing this middle lane turret here. TPA is still going strong with 16-1 on the scoreboard. That is the second middle turret being destroyed by TPA. And now they'll get the red buff. Actually, they could go for the Baron here. They still have life. So, you'll see that FW is pinging the Baron here. But, I don't think so. TPA will just recall, making sure that they get the win on this second game. Okay, guys. So, I'm really not sure. FW is getting a little bit. They're not pretty much on a tilt here, or probably not on a tilt, but really bad positions coming from FW. They don't know how to make these team fights. The only way I think that they could capitalize again to maybe win some clash from here. Although now Corky has his IE, well, also Lucian, but we see that there's a clear advantage of TPA here. The only way that FW could come out on top of a clash would be to take advantage of a really good Nami's tidal wave. Okay, or maybe get this pick from TPA Morning. There's a heal ebb and flow coming from Nami, but there is a dash and a frozen tomb coming from Morning. Morning being really painful here. He's trying to focus Nami down. Okay, so this is a really prolonged team fight now. Lee Sin and Kha'Zix going up top. Refrain going on to the rescue. There's another dash from Morning. Resonating strike on Kha'Zix. A jump on Wiz will grant him the kill, giving him the reset. Take note that while this is happening, 3 members, the 2 carries of TPA, are pushing up in the middle lane. The first inhibitor middle lane turret has gone down. Now they're going for the inhibitor here. So I don't know if TPA really put up a lot of investment onto that top lane fight just so they could push the middle lane. Okay? So, again, shoutouts to all our viewers. You are watching the battle between FW and TPA for the Intel Extreme Masters 9 Taipei League of Legends qualifiers. Yeah, this is round 1. Yesterday, we've seen Hong Kong Esports Toys and Stanley's team, former League of Legends World Championship World Champions from Season 2. So, a lot of veteran players up for blood in this IEM, in our IEM Taipei. So yeah, so there's the dragon going to TPA. That's the 3rd dragon for TPA. This has been the preseason patch. This has been the 4.20 patch. I think they're just two dragons away in unlocking that aspect of the dragon, getting 3 Dragon Slayer buffs. Take note that in the preseason, the dragon will not give a global gold, but instead will pull in a lot of snowball potential for your team, as it gives the Dragon Slayer buff. I think the first buff gives 8%. Imagine that. Although it's an early game dragon, so 8% attack damage and ability power bonus. Then there's a movement speed. Then next would be bonus damage to turrets, then to minions, sieging capabilities. Then the last buff would be the aspect of the dragon that will triple the Dragon Slayer buff's effect. Now we are seeing 4 members of TPA here going for the Baron, as Jay and Chawi goes for an assassination kill that forces Sword Art on his head. There is a jump the waters on Nami. Really good moonstone coming from Jay that stops the Baron. FW stick forces a flash out on the rev buff. There's TPA Lupin clearing up members of FW. Really good tornado coming from Jay. Painful Howling coming from Jay. There's a pick done by Refrain here on the Lysandra. I think Lysandra did not expect that, looking at her reaction time during that game. As 4 members of FW are down, TPA is looking to close this fight. Only Refrain and Sword Art, the support, are left alive for this one. TPA Looping putting on some Nexus Eater. There's an exhaust on him. Take note that there's Irelia. Will she be enraged for that Blade Surge? Will they go for a clear up here? Oh, I thought Lupin failed his Valkyrie there, but There it is. So TPA going for the safety, making sure they won't make a mistake into this game, and it's not yet the game for YoFW. They're still going to fight for this, and really good engage there by YoFW, anticipating that Chawi is just waiting up there on the brush, making sure that there's just not much of a casualty here. There's a Dragon's Rage onto Chawi. Refrain don't want any damage coming from Chawi. And again, back to that clash in the red buff. We could say that YoFW have successfully stopped TPA from taking the Baron. Okay, so there's a Howling Gale coming on Sword Art. There's a big jump on Winds, quickly finishing off the Mermaid. Now Morning up on the back line, putting that Frozen Tomb onto, slowing Lucian down. There's Sham the Waters, killing out the Serat. Serat really not stepping up into this game. That is Maple. Didn't have stepping up into this game. Now